Hello students, JEE main examination is over and this is the right time for the students to jump on the JEE Advanced preparation with a full energy, because remember one thing, those who are dreaming to get a chance in JEE Advanced, that is for dreaming to study in IITs and having the very good thinking of the very good career, for them this is the most crucial time and you have to utilize. We should not waste a second of our life for this till 4th June. And remember everybody, whatever I have seen in my life, also this thing that there are a lot of students but could not clear the JEE Advanced examination. They have done very big in their life, in their future life, but they could not clear the JEE Advanced due to some wrong decision, due to some mistake. So let us discuss the pros and cons and how to utilize this short time till 4th June so that we can get our proper rank and good marks in the JEE Advanced examination. So let us discuss one by one points. So what you have done in JEE main examination, that you have practiced so much paper, so much PYQs, so much lot of papers, so much PYQ was there, lot of mock tests. But everybody, for JEE Advanced examination, study something different. You have to utilize your brain power, your IQ power. That is the most important to get the chance in JEE Advanced examination. So just you have to study the limited chapters, some important maximum 14 to 15 chapters to enter into just 5,000 ranking. So everybody, for example, I am telling you that parabola is such a chapter. You must get the question in JEE Advanced examination, not one, more than one also. Complex number is a chapter, matrix determinant is a chapter. Such a lot of list of the chapters I'll give you later. But remember one thing, in this case, in case of JEE Advanced, there is a difference between the JEE main study and JEE Advanced study. JEE main study you have done detail chapter wise, you have done detail each and every corner you have done. But in case of JEE Advanced examination, you don't have to do so much detail, but whatever chapter you will do each and every portion, each and every corner to the corner concept, and you need the in-depth knowledge on that chapters. And moreover, everybody, so much PYQ is not needed here. But whatever PYQ you solve, you try to solve with some, whatever in given in the book, you try to solve in different process, different method, think in different way, and you ask yourself question, if instead of this question, if the question would have been this, then what I could do. And one more thing, everybody, that in case of JEE main examination, whatever you have done previously, that you have done JEE main examination one chapter wise, but in this JEE Advanced examination, everybody, since you have to give the 2 papers at a time, just make your mentality to study the long study and everybody, mixed chapters. Whenever you study for the JEE Advanced, so remember one thing, suppose 2 questions from the matrix, 2 questions from the algebra suppose APGP, that is sequences series, 2 questions from the 3D geometry, like that. In this way you study everybody, so that you will have the idea, not only even maths, just 4 questions from the maths, 3 questions from the physics, 4 questions from the chemistry. In this way everybody must study, so that you can have one idea that to switch over your brain, not that on one full chapter wise. Remember one thing, everyone. So one more thing, that is another important, what you have to do, you have to give the mock test, which should be the full mock test. Everybody, that 6 hours mock test giving capability, that is another important. And obviously problem solving strategy, that is the most important for getting the JEE Advanced examination. So everybody, JEE Advanced examination में कोई भी competition नहीं है, so you have the plenty of time to solve the sum. Remember one thing, continuously I told you, I am telling my students that this should be your motivation also. Those who have interest and those who have the dream to study in the 6 IITs, remember one thing, that if you can answer 25% of the total question, that is I am telling you about the right answer of the 25% of the total question, you can enter into the 10,000 ranking easily, except the Bombay IIT and Delhi IIT, you can enter into the rest 4 old IITs and you can fulfill your dream. And one thing, everybody, to get this type of ranking, you should have your ability to solve the hard sum, difficult sums, and just whatever I told you, that not to do all the chapters. So make your mind that I'll do some important chapters, and on that important chapters you give your full strength, full energy. And regarding the mock test, everybody, remember one thing, you don't have to like JEE Main what you have done, so much mock test you have given. So here so much mock test is not needed, but whatever mock test you give, some difficult level mock test, and just make your habit to give the test of 6 hours. And this is a most important, everybody must study well, and I'll give some chapters from which you must get the questions and study only that chapters only. For example, whatever I told you, like complex number, APGP, that is sequence and series, that probability, and that is matrix and determinant, and parabola, and ellipse and hyperbola mixed, and circle, and also such number of chapters which I'll give you the list on the chapters. And really, if you can study well and if you can concentrate on your study, just you must crack the JEE Advanced examination. So everybody, do not make the wrong planning, do not waste your time, so must study well.